Hey guys, welcome back to T-Chill Silver and such. On this video, I want to talk about, since we've kind of hit a dip. We've hit a dip in silver, we've hit a dip in gold, and being that we have hit a dip, people have been buying now more than they have in a while, a long time. So I kind of wanted to go over some features of some of these coins that you'll probably see on a day-to-day basis, and coins that you're probably going to be buying. Some security features, because some of these coins, I mean, people are going to try to take advantage of you as much as they can, but because of the security features that most of these coins have, it's hard to do that. So I want to go over some of that today so that you guys are aware of it, and so that you can know what to look for when you are looking at a coin or you're looking to buy a coin. Because the counterfeits, yeah, some of them, the better ones, and there are some really good counterfeits out there, they will have these security features added, but the real ones, there's just very minute things to look for, and I want to go over that today because I think that's very important, and it's something that everyone really needs to know. And I also want to go over something else with the sound. I recently got something to help with that, and I want to show you guys that as well. And it's pretty inexpensive, and it's something that I highly recommend everyone have. But anyway, let's hop right in here. Let's start with the American Silver Eagle. All right, so this is a 2023 American Silver Eagle, and the thing about this is probably one of the most counterfeited coins there are out there today. And so I got a little magnifier here today to go with the coins to kind of try to help here. It may be a little bit hard to see from the camera's view, but like I want to show these coins a little bit closer in detail so you can see kind of what I'm seeing. So, but anyway, with the American Silver Eagle, there's one major security detail that they have, and it is the reeded edge. So there it is right there. So you see that missing part right there in that reeded edge? That is a security detail of the 2023s. And while this is easily replicated, the real ones are very, like, they're very clean, and they're done in a way to where it's hard to not see it based on like a fake coin. Like if it's a fake coin, then that little notch there would not be so clean. It would be in a different area than, I know it's hard to see under the magnifier there, but it would be in a different area, and it'd be really hard to see based on what part of the coin you're looking at. So if you look at it there, you can see that notch right there in the coin, and it looks like it's just a little dremeled out piece or something right there. And while you think, okay, anybody can do that, it's not so easy, because if you turn it on its side, you can see just, it's like a V shape. If you can see that, I know it's hard to see because it's small, but the real deal coins have a V-shaped notch there, and that is hard to get if you're counterfeiting. And plus, it has a little bit of a discolored, or not discolored, but like a different color in that groove. And if you just take a normal silver coin and you shave it out like that, it's going to be very shiny. The place you dremeled out. So it's hard to replicate that just from looking at the original. But honestly, the American Silver Eagle has one of the weaker security features, especially the newer ones there. And you know, some other coins have better security features, but I'm just going to try to go over a few of those here. I can't really go over all of them, but One of the better ones, I think, is the Canadian maple leaf, which has this little holographic leaf here at the bottom. Let's see if I can get that under the little scope here. Yeah, you can see it there. Probably see it better with the upper scope. It zooms in a little bit further. Yeah, so you see that little holographic type leaf underneath the main leaf, and that's one of the security features of the the Canadian maple leaf. There are a couple more. I know that they experimented with notches on their coins as well, but I think mainly on the maple leaf, it is your little leaf there, and the way that the obverse is shown is going to be an indicator as well. So like once you turn it a certain way and you just kind of look at it back and forth, you can see all these little ridges in the top of the coin, and you can kind of feel them a little bit too. But if you just roll it around, you can see all these little like micro ridges all the way across that coin. The fakes are going to be a lot more spread out than that, and they're going to be very, very noticeable. If you look at a fake versus a real one, those ridges are going to be the thing that you probably notice first before you even notice that the little leaf is not there, or that little laser engraved leaf. So one of the best, I think, is the Royal Canadian Mint maple leaf there. And this is kind of a strange thing to me, is that the Australian mint, Perth mint, stuff like that, they really don't have as many security features. I know with the kangaroo they do, in that the A in Australia, I don't know if it's this side, maybe this side, but the A in Australia has like a little micro mark in it. And we may be able to see that if we're able to get in there close enough. I'm not sure. I can't really. I'll try to turn that light on. Sorry guys, I don't want to blind you or like wash it out too much. But anyway, there's a little mark in the A of Australia that you're able to see on that. So like here, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's on that side. I think it is on this side, the side with the kangaroo. If you look at the A in Australia, there should be a little mark, like a little laser etched mark, and we may not be able to see it. Let's try it. Okay, yeah, see it there? Okay, I see it there. If you look to where the left bar comes down to where the crossbar connects to make the A, if you look at the left side, there's a little mark, a little laser mark right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's where the middle bar goes from right to left, and then that left bar coming down, there's a little bitty tiny line there that looks like it was just like the inner outline of the A, and they just went over a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. So very minute details, and I know these have those, but it's very hard to find. And even with a trained eye, sometimes you may not be able to see that. The maple leaves, yes. The silver eagles, yes, but that's very counterfeitable. One type of coin, I guess you'd say, which it's square, but it's still a coin, is the Geiger. These guys are awesome, and you're about to see why. These guys have one of the best security features, I think, around, because they use a black light basically to tell if they're real or not. And look at the back. This is what's so cool. So they use this bluish color to signify, you know, they're kind of like what Germania does and things like that. And see, if you turn it, it kind of starts to disappear, but it has a number there at the bottom. And if you run a black light over the back of this, the whole back lights up bright purple, and the blue lights up really bright blue. It's really cool looking. So Geiger is one of the best security features you can find. And I will tell you this, you'll see like buffaloes and things like that that say they have that secure ID or whatever. That stuff is bypassable, guys. Don't just trust that just because, oh yeah, it says, oh, we have a security ID and all that stuff. Don't trust that stuff. Be sure to test everything you get. Make sure that you have real silver and you're not getting scammed out of you know, something, or out of getting your real silver. And that brings me to my next and last thing here is a pocket pinger, which I highly recommend everybody have. Super cheap, and you just put your coin in there. There is an app that's associated with this, but once you get an ear for how a coin sounds, you can kind of go from there. But say, let's put this this American Eagle in there, center it up, and then, you know, you just give it a fling and then see how it sounds. And you hear that sound? And you go to the next one. This one will be this is the kangaroo. Let's see. Well, let's see if I can get a good. Okay, so there goes, that's the maple leaf. Here's another maple leaf. Stick it in there. And they both sound the same. They're both same size. They both sound the same. So that should tell you right there, especially if you get it from a reputable source, you should know that, you know, they're going to be the real deal. But this just helps you check. And this, like I said, this does come with an app. So download the app with it. When you buy this, it'll tell you how to download everything and how to get it going. And then you can go from there. But guys, with the way things are and the way the dip is going, there's people there buying silver left and right. Kind of crazy. That's a 1.5 ounce, but here's the, well, that's the American Eagle. Let's try the 1.5. Let's see what it sounds like. But everything's going back and forth. Everybody's buying like crazy right now. So you want to make sure, listen to that. Listen how heavy that is. Anyway, you want to be sure that you're buying the real deal. You want to be sure that you're buying real silver, and you want to be able to check that you have real silver too. So I highly recommend getting one of these. It's Sound Money, made in the USA. It's just, it's a cheap little thing, but it helps so much, and it will keep you from buying fake stuff. And if you do happen to have something in your stack that is questionable, you can just check it real quick and go from there, because you can tell right away if it is or isn't. So like for instance, if you have something like this, say, you know, okay, well, I can't really test it because it's not a coin, it's not going to flick right. So you have, that's why you have the stack stick that it comes with it. It's called the stack stick. So you just, you know, give it a little tap, and it's not going to hurt it. It's not hurting it at all, but that just gives you a noise, that pitch to go off of, And the app will help you with that too. Geiger, not so much, just because it's not an actual coin, but that pitch, that's what you're looking for, right? So let's try this. And see that? It's a little bit higher sound, but it's that same frequency, like that ding, ding. It's not super high pitched. The Geiger is a little bit deeper just because of the size, but it's that same sound, and that's what you want to listen for. And then again, like I said, the app will help you with that. But guys, please look out for yourself. Make sure that you're buying real deal silver. Make sure that you're buying from reputable dealers, and you should be fine. But I just wanted to go over this with you guys. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.